here's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, they'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. A gain there of 30 big ones. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and won in the 1st round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass, this young quarterback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 64 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Broncos in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
A gain there of 21 yards. So a big pickup that time, and Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a 2nd one.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get 4 yards of the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line, 1 yard away.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos go nearly the length of the field. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. So we pause for an injured player, and not what you want to see. Juju Smith-Schuster, he's in some pain out there. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. 2nd and 6. And the Chiefs are going to get it. Sione Takitaki charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll drop the throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. It made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Powerful running. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in 1st downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. N'Keal Harry with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are able to widen their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The former third overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They're going to look to throw.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 67 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Out of the gun now on third down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Preston Williams. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it, no.
That was a witty play right there.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. He'll look to throw. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Williams brings it in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They run once more with Taylor. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up the 3rd and 10. Right where this set of down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They'll find Williams comes on the slant. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. First down would have been nice, but now you get to... Back to throw. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a miss.
Or we just haven't faced a good enough team. We are pretty high projected.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now we'll give to Taylor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And they will take a knee here. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. To the right side, this is Taylor.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game. That means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of it.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came.
Game? I think so. Yeah, you won it. I think it was your first game.
Love you, baby.
Felt like a pussy.
I love you.
I love you too. Packers? Oh, the Packers. I beat them. I beat them. Pretty well, not really good. They actually put up one more.
It's week 7 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Broncos' rookie quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Broncos and the Packers, next on Madden Football.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. Deshaun Gibson there on the tackle. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll look to throw here. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kyle Hamilton running up from his safety spot and earning the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick.
Touchdown, Broncos! Juju Smith-Schuster hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some team.
Because you're a sore fucking dude.
Let's go!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. He'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Open man downfield, that's Smith-Schuster. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you...
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he's got him past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll set up to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back to throw again. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown Broncos. Juju Smith-Schuster on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns.
Remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking.
This year.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that one? And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. Oh, he fakes a spike. And that is going to wind up incomplete. So they try to hit him with something you don't see too often, but it doesn't work out. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. They'll set up a throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Listen, when you've got a guy with 3 touchdown catches back pocket already, you can guarantee they're going to keep looking for him. And you can also guarantee he's going to keep asking for the ball.
Trouble, and he's taken down. It's Ross Blacklock who earns the sack.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. He'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Justin Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, Parker, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up there thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. On the handoff, Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by this big tight end. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock. And they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well. All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down? Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field?
What a game. What a game.
That was hard. That was hard. That was rough, bro. Good luck.
I should have. Week 7. How many weeks? There's one on that chair. Oh yeah, right here. No problem.
Promises or get him involved?
I'll get him involved. Get you involved. I think I handed the ball quite a bit. Fucking piece of shit.
Getting a Chubb 12 plus touches
What?
for 100 rushing yards.
Oh, okay. Right, baby. Not you.
So happy. I know you're talking about the guy.
100 rushing
Yeah,
yards.
but no, not that.
I don't think anyone says me in my face.
Fair enough.
If they do, they definitely should.
Great.
Strong arm.
Improvise. Here, get him up to 60. Get the lower ones up to 60 and then keep your field general high. What's that?
Accurate passers know the ball placement is the difference between a touchdown and a turnover. When they enter the zone, all passes are thrown with perfect accuracy. For great quarterback vision and anticipation are paramount. When they enter in the zone, their first over receiver are highlighted and they ignore defensive pressure. Generate runs have the power to stretch any defense to a break the point when they enter the zone. After the rest of the by 50 yards.
I really need you to move, homie.
That's it. Those are both
Which one do you want?
behind the box. You can go ahead.
Which one do you want?
The second one. What? That's for great quarterback vision anticipation is open receiver highlight. Yep, that's the one.
Alright, then. Let's see this one or this one.
Come on.
Second one.
ability can easily enter the zone in the second half. Passers with this ability improve the catching prowess of all running backs who are open on pass.
Now, for
No. Illegal.
It's week 7 of the NFL, and our focus is on the Lions. Rocky Dog quarterback.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
23 yards to pick up there.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. You look at this Baltimore defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw here. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. With the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do?
Rocky.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one is timed well, incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Ravens force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter.
Oh, Bob.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. He'll look to throw. And that's complete downfield to Parker. Touchdown, Detroit! Devontae Parker with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught by Evans. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harp. Message. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb to about the 23.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. They run it again with Chubb. Shoves him aside. And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 65 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Now back to throw. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mike Evans from 19 yards away. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. in trouble trying to middle here. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They give to Chubb out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense knows 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And he is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2nd and a couple. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. This is 1st and 10. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. The noise is getting deafening. Here's 3rd down and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here it is. 4th and inches. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 1st and goal. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap.
Oh, you get points for not having a turnover. What's wrong, Dickie? Bro, you were 1 yard away. That is not my fault.
He's pissed.
You got away. Come here, son. Someday. Someday. He wants his mama. He loves you, babe.
I know.
Someday. Someday.
He's wanting to walk away.
Detroit Lions #1. Denver Broncos #2.
Are you guys number 1 or 2?
Yep, and me and Mark are the only undefeated teams.
And look, it's the points. 235, 231. You've made 4 more points than I have.
Oh, and we're in different divisions, AFC West and NFC North.
You've made 4 more points.
Have you been seeing what they've been doing online when it comes to history and archives?
Go fucking talk to your friend over on the phone.
Okay, how you doing?
I love you.
I love you too.
I do.
Thank you.
Can't wait to get in them cheeks tonight.
Okay.
That's your friend already.
You're like, I had to fucking.
She did that. She came back and said she I knew that. And she was talking.
You talking shit?
No, but I'm sure that Horse advance?
Ready. It should just.
Okay, yeah, so that
I
will,
ready up.
that will
my
de-
games.
yeah.
So ready up from now on. I just ready up.
yeah, it'll determine whether I got another game or not.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Las Vegas Raiders. What do you want? Hey, dude, you're on the top of the schedule, and honestly, I'm disappointed. I mean, you're the best quarterback they got on the team, seriously.
He's been funny. You're the best quarterback on the team? Seriously?
I'm not crazy. I hear you, man. Beat Tre'Davious White. I gotta beat Tre'Davious. I'll beat you, Tre'Davious. I
It's Week 8 of the National Football League.
Or 14 with the Super Bowl.
18.
18.
And then playoffs. It's 18 for the regular season.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Parker. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll set up a throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
They go play action here on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions put the Knights for... Now a play fake here on first down. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year, and the Lions have taken the lead. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Fights off the defender. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't. But he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have broken. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4. Back to throw now on first down. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
11 yards there and a Lion first down. They'll throw now on the final play. And his throw is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down. Well, why don't we... They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On play action, they'll throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's over the middle of the Schoonmaker. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Trey McBride, his first touchdown of the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is taken in by McBride. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. Yes, sir. How about an outboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. This sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Devontae Parker with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is... We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah.
Stress for the screen.
Stressing for nothing. I'm stressing because I almost lost.
For the screen.
Dude, that fucking litter from the food pantry smells so fucking weird.
Yeah?
They gave us cat litter too. It smells so weird. I think it's really
I think it smelled like pussy. I thought it was funny.
You don't fuck them.
No jokes. They don't know me at all.
I'm sick of being sick, bro.
You're gonna change your number and watch. You're gonna lose all fucking games.
Or I'll start winning all by 35.
Once you start losing all your games, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna change my number back to 0. All these games are way too fucking easy.
No, they're not. I get it.
We haven't lost a game.
So
yet.
what? Who cares? You start adjusting that shit, then we start getting smashed, and then the game's unenjoyable. It's supposed to be enjoyable. If you want to go, you can go up a level if you want. Play that all pro.
I want to play all pro.
Here,
You know?
my next week's a bye week anyway.
Next week's a bye week.
Yeah, it says it when you go to.
So y'all have one game next week, and I'll have my normal too.
Kansas City. Had me living in that end zone, he said.
Alright, I gotta beat the Kansas City Chiefs again?
Again.
Didn't I already play them?
You played it once this year for sure.
I thought so. I thought I played them
Or no,
before,
that was me.
sure.
That was me.
I swear I did too, though.
It's week 8 of the National Football League, and we get to watch Durham Smythe. He's coming off one of his biggest games in both yards and touchdowns last week. It's the Broncos and the Chiefs, and it's kicking off next on.
They run with the All-Pro from a couple of years ago, Jonathan Taylor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Definitely I'd be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the carry there, and it'll wind up being the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 34. They'll set up to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught by Williams. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 23 yards on the play. Back to throw again. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown Broncos. Preston Williams from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receiver?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He these two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That is caught. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown. But I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That is caught by Williams for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly... Well, we'll move...
All right, guys, we scored.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got my 4th string wide receiver out there. My 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string are hurt.
They'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. A huge play there for Denver. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix.
Touchdown! N'Keal Harry, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game.
That one's to the Super Bowl. That's what the Kansas shitty.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
First and 10, Taylor now. Jamal Adams coming up from a safety spot to make the play.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. First and 10. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Again, it's Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. N'Keal Harry with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
All the way, even the fucking, even the fucking mouthpiece.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than on that. Second down. A gain of 3, second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. On second down, it's Taylor. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. Well done.
I would like to try to play some warships or paladin, or I might even try
On the handoff, Taylor, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously,
you on this game at least. Yeah. They weren't that great, and you were projected to fucking smash. We got really good teams this year, I'm not gonna lie. Most of the teams got dropped to the 80s range. Because of the mass draft.
Oh, I also am on a bye.
Every single player got drafted. Every team got ranked. You overall are 73. That's not bad. Wow, son. Yeah, that one I picked highlights the open man, which was nice. Not every time, but most of the time. Next week versus the Bills.
Because we have that bye week. We're both on bye weeks. Let's just force advance, and I'll play my second game. Against the Bills.
Oh, you're projected to crush them too.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're going to look here at Derrick Henry. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Bills and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
Well, there is a brand new stadium starting to take shape just across the way, but for now, the action is here at Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, New York. Tonight, we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Buffalo Bills. Pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. And
they'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week that takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I think I'm being generous with that number.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete to Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Now a give to Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. 2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
All right, my top two.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man downfield.
They've been hurt all season.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Juju Smith-Schuster. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are able to move back in front. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Hey, babe.
Yes, dear.
I got this bad kink in my back. Could you come massage it real quick?
You ever put the soft gun in like I told you to?
No, but it'll only take like 2 minutes. I'm serious. You don't have to do my neck and shoulders and all that bullshit. Just this one spot.
Let's go now.
I'm literally over here to like
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Trying to pop it. And
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
all these slants.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
I mean, I guess I should be thinking
And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good, even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense. They actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well, I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Back to throw again. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that's...
Oh, man. What's up, little buddy?
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll find Metcalf. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. And he is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back to throw. Touchdown, Broncos. Preston Williams, a 9-yard touchdown grab, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Worst case scenario, you could ask Becca to take her elbow and do it for a few minutes.
She might be laying dicky now.
I think she probably, especially at this time of night. Hi, Bubby. No. No. Go pick on Uncle Richard or something, homie.
Stop, no. Come here.
He took your pinky.
Come here. Uncle Richard won. Oh, shit.
He's like, no.
Put it on charge. Here.
Get you standing, Mo, man, just like that. Ooh, here's your legs. Fucking busted your nose. As soon as he realized he was using his legs, he's like, oh.
I forgot how to do that. Marky used to do that shit too. We'd catch him walking in the living room at my mom's house, and he would act like as soon as we looked at him, he would walk down.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10.
Always said. Because.
Here's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up. Taylor. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. 91 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Did you just go over there and rip ass? Is that what you were standing there for?
Yeah, I didn't want to be rude and just walk right by you.
Fair. Yeah.
He's just about to sleep back there.
Shame, Daddy.
Got that second spark light. Now he's gonna be up for 7 hours.
I don't know, he might fall asleep if you walk around.
Dickie!
He's like, I got strawberry, fuck you.
Well, Richard, will you stay undefeated?
I can't put down like that anymore.
Sorry, I'm leaning too low.
Does that not hurt your gut doing that, Richie? No, yeah.
He's the boy along.
Hi. What did you just put in your mouth? I told you to stop blowing this shit onto the fucking floor, babe. Your son just tried to eat a ball of resin. He's a baby. Yeah, my child is currently blowing raspberries into your seed. Here, sit down and do a big ass pile of drool. Rich, get out of my fucking fridge, ho! Put the unknown fruit back. I still don't know what those are.
That guy's only 5'9".
Is that not your height?
That is, but that's insane.
Your son has the unknown fruit in the fridge.
Alright. Come here, son. Give me the No.
Don't open my door, Ho.
Yeah, you can't move to the middle. We might not be able to.
Oh, he just tripped over the fucking baby. Get the fuck out the way, goddammit!
It's week 10 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions. Rocket on quarterback.
Alright, I got it, babe.
Fucking day. Trying to get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Ho.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents out of the way.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them. That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. They'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Detroit. Mike Evans. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Game, babe.
It'll save. I mean, like,
Let
if
him
you
play
leave the
his
game, I
game.
promise it will save.
Let him finish his fucking game.
When you come back, it'll say, do you want to continue playing this game? And you say yes. Can't stop. That's what I was saying.
Why can't
You don't quit.
I'm not.
You have to close the game from like the whole thing, the whole game. Close the whole game. That way, when you
Play
go
his
back
fucking
in,
game, babe.
Do what he wants. This is.
It's not gonna kill you to wait.